What's going on, guys? Cecil here and welcome to Doom, and today I thought I would explain to you why I think Doom sucks. So let's get started. Before I get started, let me just explain to you guys that I actually was a Doom fan all my life. Actually, when I was a little kid, Doom was pretty much the only first-person shooter I ever touched. Like seriously, it was the only first-person shooter I ever played. I don't remember playing any first-person shooter ever again in my childhood, like ever. Except maybe Modern Warfare 2, but that was very late. I was like in the 15 or the 16 years old or something, or maybe even more, so that doesn't really count as a childhood thing, you know? I mean, I used to play Doom when I was very little kid, like something like 7 years old or something, so I don't think anything can top that. I don't think the fact that I played Modern Warfare 2 when I was 16 years old can top the fact that I was playing Doom and 7. So yeah, it's pretty obvious that there is no doubt Doom was the only first-person shooter I ever played when I was a kid. Oh yeah, I remember now. I also used to play Medal of Honor. So yeah, there goes the fact that I only played Doom in my entire childhood goes right out the window because Medal of Honor was also there. But you know, okay, these are the only two games, Doom and Medal of Honor, nothing more. Wait, there was also Wolfenstein. So, okay, you know what? Forget about that. Doom was not the only exclusive first-person shooter I ever touched as a kid. I used to play a lot of first-person shooters as a kid, and Doom was not the only one. There was also Wolfenstein, and there was also, what was it again? I don't remember the other game. Medal of Honor, yeah, that's the other game. So, yeah, there were a lot of games that I used to play as a kid. A lot of first-person shooter games I used to play as a kid. But the thing is, oh, look at that jump. Look at that, just look at it. That's actually pretty cool, isn't it? The thing is that I used to play Doom a lot as a kid, and it was one of my favorite games of all time. So when I saw a remake of it in the new generation and stuff with cool graphics and all that, I was actually really excited about that. I was like, holy shit, my entire childhood's gonna be back, right? But no, this game turns out to be a little bit disappointing, or huge disappointment, I might add. Okay, oh, look at that, he actually got torn into pieces in the middle of air. That's awesome. So I thought I'll explain to you guys why I think this game sucks and why I think this game is a huge disappointment, just because, the fact that I used to play this game as a kid. I used to play a lot of Doom as a kid, so I was extremely disappointed by the fact that this game did not deliver. What the hell was that explosion about? I was extremely disappointed by the fact that this game did not deliver what I wanted from it. The fact that I used to play Doom as a kid a lot, so I wanted to reincarnate my childhood and try to play this game one more time in amazing graphics. And yeah, I was extremely disappointed. So I thought to explain to you why I was extremely disappointed. Okay, I'm pretty sure that glowy thing that has a bunch of laser up there that is getting you a portal into another dimension is the thing I'm supposed to go, so that's where I'm gonna try to go, right? The first reason why I think this game sucks is because of how repetitive it is, alright? You just keep repeating the same exact thing over and over again and again, like a trillion times or something. Like literally you repeat them a long time. And the thing is that this game is just divided into many stages of fighting a bunch of battles with a bunch of different monsters, and it just gets really boring. Each battle has like 100 to 200 different types of monsters that you have to kill using your freaking weapons, and you pretty much you pretty much do the same exact thing every single battle. Whatever your tactics are, there are a lot of different tactics in this game to play it, and my personal tactics are using the super shotgun. A lot of people prefer the rocket launcher, for example. A lot of other people prefer the freaking the assault rifle. So there are a lot of different tactics that you use in order for you to play the game. But whatever your tactics are, they're gonna be the same exact tactics that you're gonna use every single battle. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever tactics that you think are the best and suit you the most are the ones that you're gonna keep using over and over again, because they are the ones that you think they are the most powerful or the most effective in this game. So it would make more sense for you to keep using it. That's not one of the reasons, alright? I mean, you could actually keep using different tactics all the time. That's not really one of the reasons. You can change the tactics just so that it would make the game a little bit more interesting. But one of the main reasons is how repetitive the game is, just by the fact that you keep fighting a bunch of monsters over and over again and again for a bajillion times on a lot of stages. And yeah, this is one of the stages. When you find a lot of music, it means that this is one of the stages. So yeah, this is the first reason. The second point I would like to make is that how stupid the monsters and their abilities are. Like, for example, there is a monster that keeps teleporting all over the place, and this is just fucking ridiculous. What the hell is he doing? Like, this is first of all, it's not like something creative or something. A monster that keeps teleporting all over the place, like seriously, I mean, like, come on, this was made up a billion times before. And second thing is that I mean, the monsters themselves don't make any sense in their, powers, and it just seems like a cheap way to make the game a little bit harder, but it's not. They could have made the game harder in other creative ways, like solving mysteries and puzzles and stuff, but they choose to actually make the game harder by forcing you to play a bunch of to kill a bunch of different monsters with a bunch of cheap special abilities, and they just keep spawning those monsters with those special abilities over and over again and again for the rest of eternity, which is kind of lame, actually, So yeah, I just believe that those monsters with those special abilities are just a cheap way to prevent themselves from trying to be a little bit more creative in the game. And I mean, it's not really that creative what they did with the monsters, really, but it would have been more creative if they did, I don't know, a little bit more touching storyline or something like that. Another thing I would like to point out is how stupid the storyline actually is. Like, there isn't really much of a storyline. You just keep teleporting or changing your location from one place to another and keep fighting the same exact monsters over and over again, different locations. It's like you actually get spawned in different planets with different. The only difference in each planet from another is the color of the ground, really. That's basically the only difference between all of them. There are some planets that have a little bit more technology than other planets, and you will find a lot of vehicles and a lot of different, stuff. But, the thing is that I just think that you don't really go into different planets. They just change the color of the ground and they call it a different planet. And those technology stuff, well, you actually enter vehicles, so it doesn't really count. Also, there is pretty much no story at all, I mean, the story basically is something like you are trying to close some sort of a portal that sends you into hell or something like that, and it doesn't really make sense. And if you try to focus too much on the story, it wouldn't make sense with time. You just will basically find yourself keep teleporting from one place to another, and that's it, really. You just keep changing your location from one place to another and finding yourself a bunch of different same exact weapons or same exact creatures that you keep fighting over and over. There aren't even any cutscenes in the entire game. That's how lazy the developers are. They didn't even put a little bit of cutscenes in the middle of the story to make the story a little bit more immersed, or to make the story a little bit more interesting and to make you feel that you're actually watching something. No, they actually didn't even bother. They just bring you the title of every single stage or every single new level on its own. The title is basically the name of the land that you are going to, or the name of the planet, or whatever you want to call it. And that's it. You just get right into the story or get right into the level right away without even understanding what you're doing there, without even understanding anything about the game. You just go straight into the freaking level. And by the way, I want to go into one of my points quickly before this one vanishes. It's that thing I'm using right there, that purple thing that I'm covered into, and it went right when I started talking about it, but I think you know what I'm talking about. That purple thing I was covered into. Now, what that thing was, it was a superpower. Like, seriously, that's what they come for. A fucking random, stupid shadows in the middle of nowhere that you actually get to find and get to, take, so that you will get some sort of superpowers. Some superpowers are making you a little bit more stronger with your weapons. Other superpowers make you faster. Other superpowers actually make you invincible and keep beating people to death with your own bare hands. And in my opinion, that's also another cheap way for them to make the game interesting. All these are cheap kind of ways. Okay, the idea of trying to get a lot of monsters with special abilities and keep respawning them over and over again and again, so that you would fight them for the rest of eternity. The stupid superpowers that you keep collecting, those things that you use to jump, and other than that, also the so-called different maps or different weapons, and they're basically the same exact thing with different ground colors, and that's basically it. Like, literally, if the ground color here was red, I would have said that I was in Mars. That's literally the difference there. The last point I would like to address is how freaking lazy those voice recorders are. Like, seriously, I mean, those voice recorders about a bunch of random robotic voice that keeps talking about something, that's actually a robotic voice that's explaining to you what exactly you're doing in the level in the beginning of it, and explaining to you what is going on in the story. And by the way, that's actually I would like just to put this out there. Is there any cheaper move to actually immerse you into storyline, or to actually tell you what the fuck is going on in the story? Like, why bother putting cutscenes in the middle of the game? Why bother, telling you what exactly the fuck is going on in your story before you even start the level, at least once in one single scene, explaining to you with a cutscene or any sort of animation what the fuck you're doing in that planet exactly and what the hell is going on. No, why bother doing all of that? No, just start each mission with a random stupid robotic recorded voice of someone you don't even know who the fuck it is, and just that let him explain to you what's going on. But to be fair, there's only one thing I really like about this game, and that thing is how you brutally split people or zombies into half with this chainsaw. It's just amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, I can do it. Alright, there we go. It's actually amazing, and it makes you feel really good. Really good. Okay, let me just do it one last time, and then I'm gonna leave. Oh, you see, you actually split them into half. That's awesome.